Hello everybody, my name is Jacob, and welcome back to Zoombinis' Logical Journey. We already went up, let's go down. Let's see what puzzles await us down on the lower path. Because we know we're just going to meet up with the upper path again, so we might as well go see what the other half leads to as we go through the deep, dark forest.
Lure the fleas off the tree branch.
Lure the fleens off the tree branch. So now you're going to see our pizza dude before was saying, fleens, you're not fleens, those are the fleens. Now we get to see what they are and what their deal is. These things hate Zoombinis. So let's see what the issue with this puzzle is.
What's this? The fleens are blocking the progress of the Zoombinis. Lure the 3 fleens off of the beehive branch to free the Zoombinis. This will bother the bees and chase the fleens away. Each fleen will chase a Zoombini with hair, eyes, nose, and feet that go with its hair, eyes, nose, and feet.
Okay.
Each guest will send a retreating Zoombini onto another branch, which can only hold a maximum of 6 Zoombinis. Once the branch is full, each guest will send a Zoombini back to Shelter Rock.
Gotcha. So, after 6 Zoombini guesses, every single guest will send a Zoombini back to the campfire we were just at. So we need to get those 3 fleens off of the branches in order to activate the bees. But we need to figure out, hey, which hair, eyes, nose, feet, etc. does this match with the Zoombini? So my first guess is the normal feet. Actually, I'm going to go with the hair first because of that hair. Looks a lot like that hair. So let's try that. Okay. I guess that one matched for some reason. Okay, this is one that even, like, I still can't really wrap my head around. So it's got to be a perfect match, I think. So that hair matched. What about that hair with glasses? We don't have... Well, what about then this hair with glasses? Okay. Okay, it looks like maybe the glasses... So that's the glass, and that's the feet. So that hair... Okay. So we need something that's purple and matches... yeah, purple that matches the yellow... To match the yellow nose. So purple... with the lazy eyes. It's got to be purple with lazy eyes. It can't be that hair. So it's got to be one of these 2. Maybe this one? Okay, everything but the eyes was correct. Which means it's got to be this one then. Because that's the only different thing is the eyes. Yes? I got it. Yes. Okay. Now, if we lose some Zoombinis, that's fine. I don't want to, but they're just going to go back to the shelter. So that's fine. So we figured that out. So we need to figure out the eyes, the nose color, and the feet. We kind of got to get it in one in order to chase those 2 fleens off if we want to keep all our Zoombinis. Which I don't think is going to happen because it took us so long to get the first one. So we know purple and red is not going to be it. So we can ignore every purple nose and every red nose we have, which, I'll be honest, is not many left. We know it's not going to be any sunglasses. God, I wish I could move these Zoombinis around so I could, like, section them off into groups or whatever so I could... Oh, I kind of can. Okay. So it could be green. It's not going to be red. Excuse me. Okay. So it's not going to be red or purple. So we'll segment those guys off here. It's also not going to be sunglasses, droopy eyes, or look-up eyes. So not look-up eyes, not droopy eyes. We don't have any more droopy eyes. It's not going to be frizzy hair, small hair, or cap hair, which logically means it has to be these 2 left. I guess not. Oh, I'm an idiot. It has to be that hair. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay, so it has to be these hairs. So it's got to be this guy because he's the only one left with that hair, and we need to attract the green spiky dude. Yep. Now, I wonder what happens if we get this guess correct. So, because they share the same feet, it's got to be one with a propeller. And it's got to be the blue one because the blue matches that color, that nose color. That's the same nose color as that, so it's got to be this one. Yes. Okay. And that chased all the fleens away, but we'd lost one Zoombini. Which is unfortunate, but still.
Yes, Zoombinis
If
were
I hadn't
left
been such an
behind,
idiot, we could have gotten
and
it.
knowledge was gained.
I could have gotten
Press
it.
on, brave
But at least we
explorer.
only lost one. I can also skip all the animations and things like that if I so desire. I don't really desire right now, but if I did, then I could.
Hurry, Zoombinis. Ula, the forest's foremost, and perhaps only, band leader is about to begin rehearsals.
Uh-oh,
Should be
rehearsals for a
closing
band
tonight,
leader.
So scamper into a room.
Scamper into a room. Oh, if I remember this one correctly, I think this was my favorite of this first game.
I'll be right down. Make yourself cozy.
Because that's the funny thing, is some of these seem way more malicious
You're just
than others.
in time for tomorrow's concerto.
Some of these
Help
people
yourselves to a room.
seem way more malicious
I
than
got
others.
rehearsal. Go ahead, find yourselves a room.
Okay. So what's the
After a
deal? Because
long
we are on
journey,
time.
the
We are on a
Zoombinis
timer.
Need rooms to stay in overnight. However, only Zoombinis with one feature in common can room together. For example, Zoombinis with sunglasses may stay in the same room, but all others must find a different room. Try to figure out whether hair, eyes, nose, or feet are the features that matter tonight.
Gotcha. So let's start with my go-to feet. Let's just send all the feet ones away. All the roller skates are all in there, tucked away nice. Now let's go with the shoes. See, some of these are obviously, like, the fleen one is one where you don't really get a choice. You're basically, you have to piece it out. And then there's ones like this where this is kind of operating, like, at my own. As long as I put them together with people that match, then it works. And that's all I really have to worry about. And look, we're done.
Hey, you're ready to snooze. Dream a little dream.
And we're done. So some of the puzzles do fluctuate like that. Some of them are, like, based entirely around you and your decisions and how you want to set it up, as long as it all works correctly. And some of them are based on guessing and piecing together the correct answer. Some don't have a correct answer unless you basically deliberately get it wrong. Actually, is this one my favorite, actually? Oh, this one might actually be my favorite. Now that I think of it. Alrighty. So, here's what this... I think I remember exactly what this game does, but I'll explain it, and then we'll look at the instructions to see if I was right and if I got anything wrong. So, as you see, there's 3 Zoombinis here loaded onto a platform. There is a mud thing here with a different color and a different shape. Each shape corresponds with a row, and each color corresponds with a column, or vice versa. What I want to do is figure out the correct combinations to hit each of these, because each of these will launch Zoombinis up to get over this wall. And subsequently, if there's 3 dots, it launches all 3. If there's 1, it launches 1, 2, it launches 2, etc. I believe that's all that there
Zoombinis need
is.
your help in getting over the wall to
But let's
freedom.
double check to make sure.
Using the mud ball launcher, hit the sections of the wall with dots on them. The color and shape of the mud ball tells you what section it will hit. For example, green mud balls might always hit in the first row.
Might,
and
they
square
say.
shapes might always hit in the first column.
Okay, so let's just go with the one it sets up first. A red diamond, and let's see what happens. We also have a limited amount of mud as well, so we got to be smart. Okay. Let's try green, or let's try blue and see where that one goes. Okay, blue is the bottom. So that's the diamond column. We don't have to worry about red or blue because there's nothing else in there. So let's look at green. Okay. God, the animations and sounds and everything are so good. They don't make games like this anymore. Okay, orange we still have to worry about. And then that logically makes that purple. So let's try an oval next and see where that shoots us. Okay, right there. So watch this. Here's what we know right now. That's an oval column. That's a purple column. Boom. And since we know that that's the oval column and we know that that's a green there, let's do a circle or oval green next and get the next 3 right above it. I love logic puzzles. So all we need to do is hit 6 more to proceed, which is everything that remains. So we know that this column is going to be green. We know that this column is going to be orange. So let's try, we'll do orange, since there's 2 more left versus 1, so there's a higher chance of us hitting it. Let's do orange star. Bingo! So now let's do orange triangle, another one we haven't done yet. Look at that. And we know exactly what the next solution is going to be. So logically, you're probably thinking to yourself, how do you know what the last one's going to be, Jacob? You haven't hit anything in this column yet. Well, we do. We know it's going to be green because it's in that row. And we know that since we've done a diamond, star, circle, and triangle, what's the last one remaining? Why, a square, which would get us that one, baby. I love logic puzzles. They're so good. They make my brain tingle in the best ways possible.
You did it! You saved them all!
Yeah, we did. Except for the one that's currently sitting back at the stone nest, or whatever it was called. And I think, is that the last one before? That's the last one before we meet back up at the campfire. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. And look, it's all of our Zoombini friends from the last time as well. So let's go ahead and put everybody away, just to have everybody sort of
most dangerous part of
sort of just put away. Wow, it just occurred to me we didn't have any spring people this time. How interesting. Wasn't necessarily intentional. I just hit random on all of them just like I did before, but just an interesting observation. I wonder how far until we... Oh, not a lot of space. So let's just take the first... Take all 3 of the springs. And then we'll just take everybody else in groups of 3 until we fill it up. Because I think we'll just need 1 more additional person. In which case, we'll just do 1 more of whoever had the most, which is... either the shoes or the roller skates. We'll just do shoes. And let's go onward to the next batch of puzzles deep into this forest area. Ooh. I also don't know who's going to end up watching this. If this is going to be more of my, like, typical audience, or if this is going to attract, like, a younger audience. I don't know anybody under the age of, like, 25 that even remembers Zoombinis, so... Who's to say if this would even attract a younger audience? I know I was weird for playing this as a kid because this wasn't even new when I was a kid. This was like 90s when I was a kid. This was 90s, and I definitely did not play this in the 90s. So this one's a little easy, which seems kind of weird given the circumstances of everything. We got 4 little stakes right here, just like the sneezing cliffs. If we miss 4 times, the gate will close and all the Zoombinis will have to go back to the start. Or all the Zoombinis left behind. But see this row right here? We have to put everybody in order of those items. Whatever they are. So, since it's blue noses first, blue noses, every single blue nose, regardless of any other features, we got to go every single blue nose, and then we'll do every single purple nose. Regardless of other features, it's got to be all of those noses in order. All right, what's next? Orange. So we do only a handful of orange noses. Next is green. So we do our one green nose, and the rest are going to be red noses. Boom. Diggity. Easy as pie. And I know all of this is going to get way harder. In fact, once we complete a full run of this, I'm going to go back through and do some of the other much harder puzzles, because they do tend to get much harder. But we'll see exactly how difficult that's going to get.
It will give them crystal slamming protection.
Okay. Change the Zoombinis' reflection, and it will give them crystal slamming protection. What does that mean?
The mirror machine requires matching reflections in the center crystal before allowing Zoombinis to pass. Find matches between Zoombinis in your group and the reflections located on the right side of the wall. When you're ready, place a Zoombini on the cart and a matching image into the mirror on the opposite end, and then click the lever.
Okay.
If the projected images are identical in the center crystal, the Zoombini will pass to the other side. If not, the Zoombini will be knocked back to the Shade Tree base camp. Click on the lever again to clear the images and continue playing.
Gotcha. So does that mean that we can only let 8 through? Oh. Okay, but let's see here. So first of all, let's start at the top. We need somebody with the propeller bottom. Propeller bottom, propeller bottom, propeller bottom. With that hair, does not exist for our group. Okay, next. Feet. Got a bunch of feet. With that hair and those eyes, does not exist in our group. Propeller bottom. No green nose. Feet. Not with that outfit. Or not with those eyes or hair. Spring. Nope. Spring. Yup. That one matches with this dude. Bingo. Go on through, my guy. That's one Zoombini through. And now we're on to another batch. So it is a different set of images every single time. So right away... Oh, that one almost tricked me, because everything's the same as this dude except for the hair. So let's go through. Again, this is going to be one like the frogs. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it's to our benefit to take a little longer. So this one matches this dude except for the nose, so it can't be that one. The feet with those eyes. It's this guy. Pretty sure. Yep, everything matches. I love the Zoombinis. They're so full of character. I love them to death. All right. Let's look for our spring. Neither of those match the spring. That one doesn't match that one, and that definitely doesn't match either, so skip over the springs. Okay, our roller skates. Or no, these are the inline wheels. Inline wheels with an eye like that. Only got the one, and it's that one, so that doesn't match. So now we're on to feet. Feet with one eye. Do they even exist for us? Nope. So neither of those. Feet with a red nose. Yep, it's this one. Yeah, they match. Come on. Let's get a move on. It's going to get more difficult, I think, the less Zoombinis there are. So that one finally matches. Look at that. I don't know why my brain went to that one right away, but it finally matches. Also, who is out here making these pieces of, mirror of the Zoombinis? Weirdo. Keep trying to keep track of my Zoombinis? What kind of a weirdo are you? Okay, so next, that spring one doesn't match, so we won't bother with the springs. We'll go for the skates first. Skates with... See, that matches except for the hair, so it's not going to be that one. And that definitely doesn't match that one. And that definitely doesn't match that one. And we just have the 3 skates. So let's look at this one, or these two next. Skates with a purple nose. Got it, but nothing else matches. Skates with a purple nose. Got it, but nothing else matches. Nothing else matches that one either. So we're back to feet. All right. Feet with an orange, red, or purple nose. Well, there's feet with a purple nose. I think that's actually going to be the one. Yes, it is. I know it might seem like I'm making some leaps in logic for some of this stuff where I'm like, where you'd be like, how did you guess that was the one when you just went through the bear? I just am going through. That doesn't match because it doesn't have the same eyes. One propeller. It's that dude. I'm just going to say, we haven't seen a propeller one for a while, and it's definitely that dude. They definitely match. Because the less, not only the less Zoombinis there are, is it going to be easier for me to go through this, but also the less Zoombinis there are, the more we go through this, the more I'm like, that one no, that one yes. For example, can immediately say no to both of those springs, because I know we just have the sunglasses for the springs left. The feet, we've only got 1 foot person left, and neither of those match. So no springs and no feet. Let's look at the roller skates. Anybody roller skates with 1 eye? Yes, you. You're the only one, but that hair doesn't match. So no to the roller skates, so it's got to be the inline. So let's look at our inline friends left. Inline with the hair with hat, purple nose, those eyes. It's got to be that one. Bingo, bango, bongo. I'm so happy in the jungle that I used to roam. Fallout is on the brain, in case you hadn't noticed. Alright, spring, only 1 spring. Doesn't match, boo. Only 1 inline skate. And it does match our good friend. Look at that. Boom. Bada. Bing. It's all about going for the ones where you have the least number of Zoombinis left. That way you can immediately look and go. For example, if I look and I see a spring right away, okay, 3 springs to go through. None of them match the hair of our 1 spring dude left. Ignore the springs. We have no inline skates and no propellers, so nothing we need to worry about with that. Feet. Boom. Our last feet person, and that's a perfect match. Let's go, baby. Let's make freaking lose it. Let's make freaking lose it. All right. Spring, same deal. Neither of those hairs match. No more feet left, so we've just got to worry about the inline skates. It's the skates and the propellers. So, first of all, let's look at our skates. And that one's a perfect match. Bingo. What's up, everybody? I'm sailing these Zoombinis through. It's like nobody's business. Hair matches, but nothing else does. No more feet. We've got 1 more inline skater, but none of that matches. So that means it's got to be one of these 2. So let's look at our 2 dudes. That doesn't match either of them because of the sunglasses, but this dude, it does match. This is also the perfect game to show as an example of how my brain works, of how, like, mushy and gushy it can sometimes be in terms of, like, tracing the correct amount of logic, but in the weirdest, most incorrect way. For example, neither of those springs match our 1 spring dude. We don't have any feet left, so it's got to be immediately one of these 3. We only got 1 inline skates thing, so let's look at that, and boom, it is indeed that one. And they're a match, and get him through here, get him out of here. Now we've just got 1 more inline skates, 2 propellers, and 1 spring. So we immediately look, the spring does not match. Let's look at our 2 propellers. Do we have any propellers? We've got 1 propeller, and I believe it is a match with that one. Got the 1 sprig of hair, got the red nose. Yep, everything's correct. It's funny to me that they even still bother giving, like, the same feet as before, because some of those, I'm like, they just don't match. But this one does. Let's go. Exact perfect match. I know that because I was thinking they're exactly the same, but just with a different nose color. They're practically twins. Spring doesn't match. Spring doesn't match. It's got to be the inline skates, of which there are 2. There we go. 1 with 1 eye, little sprig of hair, and a purple nose, which means this last one has got to be our spring dude. So we just got to keep an eye out for the matching spring one. If there's even more than 1. There's not. It's just 1 spring. Let's get him through. All the Zoombinis are through. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
For traps, so easy to miss. To get Zoombinis across Bubble Wonder Abyss.
Bubble Wonder Abyss. This one I don't 100% remember. Also, 3 puzzles in a row. Normally they do. Oh no, wait. 3 is the norm. They do 3 as a norm. Oh, I remember this one as a kid. Fucking pissed me off. Okay. So, you have to pay attention to the icons on the map. So, given that... So, I can already see. If I send somebody up this way, they're going to hit that, go this way. They're going to hit that, go down. They're going to hit this, and need to have those eyes to go this way, to go that way. So, they got to have those eyes if they're going that way. So, we'll send somebody up this way. which should, unless I'm mistaken, should be the correct thing to do. But clearly this one's relying a lot on eyes, so... Bingo. Okay, so I'm just going to send everybody with those eyes up. Because why wouldn't I? Because we've proven that that is correct. I do like, you can tell this is an old game because the sound effects will just overlap each other and some will take precedence over others. Okay, so we've gotten 5 Zoombinis across with those eyes. Now we need to look at the rest of the map. So obviously we can't send anybody without those eyes there because they'll just head straight for that wormhole. So we got to start sending people this way. So if we send people up that way and then up, that's pointing up right now, but that little half gray one makes me think that after it sends somebody up, it'll swap. So we got to send somebody up that way that does not have that scruffy hair because then they'll get sent that away. So... let's go this. Almost sent somebody the wrong way. Let's see if I'm right and that one swaps. Yup. So, now I have to send somebody with scruffy hair that way. So now I have to send somebody with non-scruffy hair. And now I have to send somebody with like, one sprig of hair. But I gotta make sure I plan this out slowly but surely, because otherwise it could backfire on me majorly. I think I have enough Zoombinis still in the pot to mix it so I'm not forced to send somebody with that hair that way. But we're gonna take it slow. Actually, I'm going to do this one. Gotta keep an eye on it. Now we'll send them. We're getting dangerously close. I feel like one of these guys is going to die because I was too eager with the pattern. Send that dude. Oh, God, I'm getting real nervous now. Getting real nervous now. Send you up. Nope, we did it perfectly, because then, watch this. If I send you, you're going to get sent that way, and this guy's going to get sent up. Wow, I'm really glad that I slowed down for a second and thought about that, because I feel like we got dangerously close to losing somebody via me not pausing to think about the logical, like, which way they would go and all that stuff. Alright, we did it. Everybody got through. No little congratulations thing from the narrator, huh? No little, like, you did it, or whatever. How interesting. And look at that. They made it to ZoomBiniville. We made it to ZoomBiniville, everybody. Man, he really committed to that, didn't he? ZoomBiniville. Really, really committed to that. And look at that. Some of our Zoombini friends that we met are here, like, just living their lives around here in ZoomBiniville. What's this? This general store was erected for the Zoombini who did not lag in Lion's Lair, solved the secrets of the mirror machine, and flew above Bubble Wonder Abyss, when traveling was not so easy on May 10th, 2024. That's when I'm currently recording this. This band shell was built to honor the Zoombinis who ambled past allergic caves, cruised on by stone-cold caves, and appeased Arno the almost omnivorous when traveling was not so easy. May 10th, 2024. Lots of fun little details and such.
Thanks to you, the Zoombinis have found the perfect spot to build a new community. Click to the left and right to see more of this bountiful region. If you successfully bring a full band of 16 Zoombinis through one entire leg of the journey, a special building will be constructed to commemorate the group's success. Click on the small plaque on each community building.
Interesting. I didn't know that's why they were built. I thought they were just because you made it through.
Remember, hundreds more Zoombinis await their freedom back at Zoombini Isle. Click on the map icon to get back to Zoombini Isle, Shelter Rock, or Shade Tree to bring more Zoombinis on the journey to Zoombiniville.
Well, What are you waiting for? Free the Zoombinis, you bold adventurer, you!
I shall do just that. Now, here's what I wonder, though. So, there's 593. Let's do some math real quick before the episode is over. There's 593 Zoombinis left on Zoombini Isle. Well, if I'm taking 16 Zoombinis at a time, and I successfully get them through each leg of the journey, that means I have to do this about 37 more times, back and forth and back and forth. Now, obviously, that varies each way because some are a little bit easier than the other. For example, I would rather do Stone Rise and Captain Cajun's Ferry Boat over the Fleens, but I would also rather do the Fleens over Titanic Tattooed Toads, just because one seems like it might be a little bit easier than the other. Versus Hotel Dementia, that's called Dementia, and Mudball Wall, stuff like that. It varies back and forth. Plus, trust me, I know for a fact Bubble Wonder Abyss gets absolutely horrendous towards the end of it. So, maybe I will drag a bunch more Zoombinis there, and we'll see what happens when you have brought every single Zoombini there. I don't know. I haven't decided if... I would like to do one more episode on all of these Zoombini friends, but I don't know what that other episode would be. We got other games to play. We got other Zoombini games to play this month in Nostalgia Month. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Obviously, you will know because you'll see a third episode of this one or not in the next coming days. So, yeah. Let's just sit back and see what's going to happen. But on that note, we made it through to ZoomBiniville. We saved a bunch of Zoombinis. We got them all the way through. I wonder what lies ahead for our friends. On that note, thank you everybody for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Share the video if you'd like to share the video. Subscribe if you'd like to as well. That would really help me out. I have been Jacob, and you have been wonderful. Thank you, guys. I couldn't have brought these little blue buddies all this way without your help, and I really appreciate it. And this has been Zoombini's Logical Journey. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you, Space Cowboys.